of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the way Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam nurtured the great Sahaba ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een. And so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam nurtured the great Sahaba ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een and made them into beautiful beings. This was through the character building of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Imam Bukhari, in his beautiful book Adab Al Mufrad, he has gathered all those ahadith which relate to only this, which relate to perfecting one's character, one's adab, one's akhlaq. And so we started off, and we had got to, in our last session, we were going through the rights of the neighbors and how neighbors are the importance given to treating neighbors rightly in Islam by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how a Muslim's character, a Muslim's akhlaq and adab should be when it comes to neighbors. And so we were halfway through this area of this topic area of neighbors, and we got through most of the chapters. The next chapter which we move on to now, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is in the presence of the Sahaba ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'een. Imam Bukhari brings here the narration of Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So Sayyidina Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that قيل للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, it was said to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, يا رسول الله إن فلانة تقوم الليل وتصوم النهار وتفعل وتصدق وتؤذي جيرانها بلسانها. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لا خير فيها هي من أهل النار. قال وفلانة تصلي المكتوبة وتصدق بأثوار ولا تؤذي أحد ولا تؤذي أحدا. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم here min ahlil jannah. Subhanallah, this is a very important lesson for each and every one of us to take from here. This hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is being informed of a certain female individual, female companion, female Muslim living in the Medina Munawwara, who is well known. Her good actions are so famous amongst the Sahaba ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in. So they say that, O Messenger of Allah, so and so lady, she does so many good actions, so much so that she is from those people who stands for the Tahajjud Salah in night. She stands Taqum al-Layl, she's standing in the night praying in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also she is from those people who always is fasting. So she is fasting during the day and she's standing in front of Allah at night, and she does this action and she does that action, وَتَصَدَّقُ, and she gives immense amount of charity. So they started enumerating all her good deeds that she was famous for. But then at the end, وَتُؤْذِي جِيرَانَهَا بِلِسَانِهَا, she gives inconvenience and discomfort to her neighbors because of her tongue, because of the way she speaks to them. She is rude in the way she talks. She's abrupt. She is rude. She is disrespectful. She does not care about the way she is talking to the neighbors and how maybe she is disrespecting them or causing discomfort to them, causing offense to them. She does not take care of how she is with her neighbors. And this is not, this formula that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is setting over here in this ahadith and in this scenario is not restricted to just neighbors, but rather one's akhlaq and the way one's behavior, one's adab, one's etiquette is, whether that be with neighbors or anyone who a person is supposed to show good conduct with as a Muslim. And so this woman is being described to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam as from those people who is perceived to be so pious. She does so many extra acts of goodness. She fasts in the day. She stands for night prayer at night. She gives charity. She does this action and that action. But وَتُؤْذِي جِيرَانَهَا بِلِسَانِهَا, she gives inconvenience and discomfort, and she offends her neighbors because of her tongue. What did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say? لَا خَيْرَ فِيهَا هِيَ مِنْ أَهْلِ النَّارِ. There is no goodness in her. She is from the inhabitants of the hellfire. And all these good actions, they are all being wiped out. What are we learning from here? All these good actions are being wiped out because of she can't control the way she is conversing. She can't control the way she is speaking. She is rude. She is disrespectful. She is offensive. She has these bad characteristics in her personality, as a result of which all those good actions are going to be of no use, because she is breaking the rights of others, she is offending others, she is disrespecting others, she's talking bad about others, and because of this, لا خير فيها رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. There's no goodness in her. هي من أهل النار. She's from the inhabitants of the fire. Thereafter Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم is informed of another woman. And this woman, fulana, such and so woman, she تصلي المكتوبة وتصدق بأثوار ولا تؤذي أحدا. So what is she described as? Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم is being told that so and so woman, she only prays the salah which is farad on her. The 5 times daily prayers, maybe with the sunnah and nawafil, but only 5 prayers a day. No extra tahajjud, no extra nawafil. The 5 salah, fajr, dhuhr, asr, maghrib, isha, whatever has been prescribed for us as Muslims, she prays what's been prescribed. And she only finds enough, when she's milking and taking the milk out of the animals, the cheese that it forms from the layer of cream or cheese that's on top, she gives that to those people that are maybe less fortunate than her and maybe needy. And so the only charity she only gives a small piece of cheese or the small piece of cream, you could say. That's all she gives in charity. She doesn't give loads of charity. She doesn't pray any extra salah. All she does is she only prays the 5 times salah that is prescribed for her. And that's all she does in terms of goodness. No extra worship in comparison to the first scenario. So she fulana تصلي المكتوبة وتصدق بأثوار. Athwar, here, this is the, like I explained, the little cheese or that comes from the cream or the milk. So she does not give that much extra charity, and she does not pray anything other than her farad, her prescribed salah. But وَلَا تُؤْذِي أَحَدًا. What is unique about this woman is that she does not harm, she does not cause inconvenience, she does not cause offense, she is not disrespectful, she does not cause any discomfort to anybody. Nobody can say that, oh, because I received something bad from her, she was bad to me, she was rude to me, she was disrespectful to me, she offended me, she said something bad to me, she backbited about me. No single person had anything bad to say about her, because she did not cause any discomfort or any offense or any inconvenience to any single human. Not a single human was offended or hurt or by this woman. But apart from this, in terms of her personality and character, when you look at her worship, she just did the basics. Whatever a basic a Muslim should do, prayed the prescribed salah. Maybe when she got a little bit of extra thing to give in charity, she did that, but nothing extra than that. So now look at the comparison. The first woman, she has been described as someone who fasts every single day, fasts in the day, she stands at night for tahajjud salah, she has option salah, she does this worship, that worship, she gives loads of charity, but she causes discomfort and offense and inconvenience and disrespect because of the way she talks. And this woman in the second scenario, she is being described as she only does the bare basics, the bare minimum that a Muslim is supposed to do in terms of worship, but وَلَا يُؤْذِي أَحَدًا. She does not cause any discomfort, any offense, any inconvenience to any single person whatsoever. So what did Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about the second woman? She said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about her, فَقَالَ رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وسلم, هِيَ مِنْ أَهْلِ الْجَنَّةِ. She is from the inhabitants of Jannah. She is from those destined for Jannah, for paradise. Now look at the comparison here. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is trying to teach the Sahaba that it is not our excessive good action that is going to make us attain success in the hereafter, because very easily a person can have mountains of goodness, but because of any discomfort or inconvenience or offense caused to a single human, that discomfort, that offense, that disrespect will become the means of all the good deeds being wiped out. And on the flip side, person can do the bare minimum, the basics, pray the maktubat, pray the farz salah, the sunnats. You pay your 5 times salah, whenever here and there, maybe give some charity. Ramadan comes fast in Ramadan. If Hajj is prescribed, goes for Hajj. If Hajj becomes farad on you, you take out your yearly zakat. But apart from nothing extra or abnormal or excessive in worship, but rather not causing any offense or harm to any single person, not harming anybody, whether that be physically, whether that be verbally, whether that be psychologically, causing offense or hurt to someone. This is very, very important lesson for every single one of us. That it is not our action that is going to give us success, it is our character. More importantly, we can do the bare basics that a person needs to do in terms of worship and actions, but the character, the refinement and the perfection of the character, that is what is going to lead to our success. Because remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives every single sin, except for when it is to do with anyone else. Whenever the rights of anybody else or any other human or any other creation of Allah is involved within that wrong, then until that person does not get their justice, their equality, their fairness, their right due for whatever, Rasulullah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not forgive. It will be pending upon the relation and the outcome of the way the party that was hurt or offended is dealt with. So it's very important we don't cause harm or offense to anybody. No matter how many good actions we do, more important than our good actions. Now this doesn't mean that we don't do good actions. It doesn't mean that, oh no, I have a good personality, good character, I don't cause any offense to anybody. I don't need to pray or anything. No, we need to pray. We need to do actions. Alongside our prescribed worship, we need to do as much as we can, whatever we can. But the main thing, we have to always bear in mind that we don't hurt anybody. We don't offend anybody. We don't cause any disrespect to anybody. We don't cause any discomfort to anybody. We don't cause any inconvenience to anybody. This is the most important lesson Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is trying to teach over here. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me, you, and all of us the ability to refine our character such that we can behave in a way which causes happiness to everyone around us and not causes offense or discomfort or inconvenience to those around us. The next chapter, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is giving a speech, or he's advising the group of female sahabiyat, the group of women companions of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Ya nisa al-muslimat, Ya nisa al-muslimat, لا تحقرن جارة لجارتها ولو فرص شاة. Allahu Akbar, subhanallah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is over here explaining that a person should not look down on whatever someone gives. Sometimes your neighbor might give you something as a gift, or anyone might give you something. Don't look down upon it. Because even walau firsana shatin, if it is even the hoof of a sheep or a lamb or a goat, even a hoof of a little animal, of cattle, or of whichever animal they give to you as a gift. Now, hoof normally in our Asian cultures we refer to as paya. So those people who like to and eat paya, they know that on the actual paya, on the actual hoof, there's not actually much meat on there. They just enjoy the taste of it when it is boiled with the whatever curry or soup they are having. But there's not really a substance to the paya, the hoof. What meat will person attain from that? So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is saying, okay, don't look down. Someone gives you something, even something so small, don't look down upon it. Because it's the intention and the goodness of the heart and the fact that they're trying to create a bond with the neighbor, create a relationship and a positive impact. Tahadu tahabbu. Rasulullah said, give gifts to each other, you will create love amongst each other. We must have this habit of exchanging gifts, exchanging food, exchanging different things. Especially the month of Ramadan is now coming. The month of Ramadan is a time wherein we see our family and our households sending extra food to our neighbors. Let us utilize the upcoming months to Ramadan and Ramadan to create this love and bond within our neighbors and within our community. This is what Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is trying to teach his Sahaba from these ahadith over here. We have one more hadith left for the chapter relating to neighbors, and the chapter is Bab Shikayatul Jar, the chapter relating to the complaint of the neighbor. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رجل يا رسول الله إن لي جارا يؤذيني فقال انطلق فأخرج متاعك إلى الطريق فانطلق فأخرج متاعه فاجتمع الناس عليه فقالوا ما شانه قال لي جار يؤذيني فذكرت للنبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقال انطلق فأخرج متاعك إلى الطريق فجعلوا يقولون اللهم لعنه واللهم يخزه فبلغه فتاه فقال ارجع إلى منزلك فوالله لا أؤذيك. And this is sometimes Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's trying to teach that sometimes you need to do something, you need to actually do something to make a difference, to make a change. Sometimes people, no matter what you try, they just won't learn the lesson. So sometimes Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this is the balance of the teaching of Rasulullah. Assessing the scenario, assessing the type of person, assessing what will have the most impact. Sometimes you have to take the other side of the spectrum to teach a lesson. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, over here, a person comes to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and says, my neighbor is always causing discomfort to me. He's harming me. He's always annoying me. I can't be at peace, at rest, because of my neighbor. So Rasulullah said, okay, go, take all of your valuables or your things, take your belongings, and just go onto the side, onto the street, and stay there. Stay there for a bit. So the person went home. He didn't say, what, how this is going to help, what. No, this is what we need to learn from the Sahaba. When our teacher or our Shaykh or our elders or someone gives us some instructions or advice, we shouldn't question why, how, what, why, what's that going to make, what difference is that going to make? You don't understand the hikmah or the wisdom that may be behind that. And this is what we learn from the Sahaba. If a person comes and tells you that your neighbor is annoying you, go take your stuff and go onto the street, the person will say, that's worse. You're making me homeless or something. What are you telling me to do? But the Sahaba did not question what Rasulullah was advising them. Sam'an wa ta'a. Whatever Rasulullah said, they just listened and obeyed. And they knew that whatever Rasulullah is telling us, there's hikmah in there, there's wisdom in there, there's goodness in there, there's success in there. So Rasulullah is telling me, I will go to my house, I will take my belongings, I will go out onto the street. So he does that. And so the people come, his neighbors and the people, the community, they come to him and they say, what's happening with you? What are you doing here with all these belongings in the middle of the street? So he said, I have a neighbor that is always causing discomfort to me. He's always annoying me. And so I went to Rasulullah, I informed him, my neighbor is always causing discomfort to me. So Rasulullah told me to, just take your stuff and go outside. So they started saying, may Allah teach him a lesson, may Allah sort him out, may Allah put him right, may Allah disgrace him, may Allah curse him, and all these type of things they started saying. And then the person was informed, the whole community is hearing about you, and they're making dua against you, and they're saying what type of a bad person you are, that you cause discomfort to your neighbors, and it became the talk of the town. And he was getting disgraced, and he was thinking, oh no. So he came running to his neighbor and he said, oh please, go back to your house, go inside the house. Wallahi, la udhik, I will never ever harm you or cause any discomfort to you ever again. His respect and his status in society was about to fall. So now, he quickly went and tried to solve the matter. So, Wallahi la udhika abada. Wallahi la udhika. Go back to your home. Irji' ila manzili. Go back home. It's okay. You can go back home. Wallahi, I will not cause any discomfort to you. So sometimes Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam also did these type of things to teach a impactful lesson. And then the precedent was set for the whole of the community and the whole society. If you're going to cause discomfort and be bad to your neighbors, then you will be disgraced in the community. It's not only your neighbor you're going to cause discomfort to, but everyone will one day or another, somehow or another, find out about it, and that will have a greater impact upon your status and the way people see you in society. So you rather you fix up, you sort your personality and your character out, and you behave in a way which a Muslim is supposed to behave. Muslim is supposed to have the most noblest of characteristics. Muslim is supposed to have the best personality. And so, therefore, a person should, from these various ahadith that we read from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give me first and every single one of us the ability to refine our character, to enable us to adopt the beautiful character and the beautiful teachings of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's it for today. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillah rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala sayyidil mursalin wa ala alihi wa ashabi ajma'in. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.